Good morning. It's Tuesday, November 11th. Thank you so much for joining us on this edition of Wex Wake Up. I'm Natasha Sweet. The Trump administration urged the Supreme Court to block a lower court order requiring the use of child nutrition funds to fully fund SNAP benefits.
We want a healthcare system where we pay the money to the people instead of the insurance companies, and I tell you, we're going to be working on that very hard.
The Justice Department argues the lower court overstepped by relocating funds from one program to another. It's a decision reserved for Congress and the executive branch. Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson issued a temporary stay, but it expires Tuesday unless extended. It could potentially disrupt child nutrition programs to prioritize SNAP for low-income families. President Donald Trump quietly hosted Syria's interim president, Ahmed al-Sharaa, a former al-Qaeda leader, at the White House in a historic meeting aimed at ending decades of U.S. isolation towards Syria.
And we'll do everything we can to make Syria successful because that's part of the Middle East. We have peace now in the Middle East, first time that anyone can remember that ever happening.
The low-key visit follows Trump's recent lifting of major U.S. sanctions on Syria after Sharaa's rebel forces toppled Bashar al-Assad's regime last year. Sharaa, who had a $10 million U.S. bounty until last week, seeks further relief, Syria's entry into the anti-ISIS coalition, and potential military ties to counter terrorism and curb Iranian and Russian influence. Experts say the move could foster regional stability and expand Trump's peace legacy, but it requires careful steps on reforms, governance, and security benchmarks to avoid risks. New York Mayor-elect Zohran Mamdani has appointed his former campaign manager, Bisgard Church, as his chief of staff, crediting her with his electoral victory and key policy agenda.
The mayor-elect has received a Democratic mandate. We take seriously the responsibility of this mandate and all that it will take to run the city well. We will work relentlessly to make good on our campaign promises.
Bisgard Church, a member of the Democratic Socialists of America, rose from Mamdani's Assembly Chief of Staff in 2020 to lead his primary campaign. She shaped his affordability agenda, including promises of free buses, rent freezes, and no-cost childcare. Mamdani also named Dean Fuleon, a former top aide to Mayor Bill de Blasio, as first deputy mayor, signaling a blend of progressive and experienced leadership for his upcoming administration. Well, thank you so much for joining us on this Tuesday morning. For more stories, be sure to head on over to our website and give us a follow on social media so you can stay in the know on all that's trending in politics. Have a great day.